What is marriage? Marriage is a special contract or permanent union between a man and woman entered into in accordance with law for the establishment of conjugal and family life. It is the foundations of the family and inviolable social institution. Marriage is a legal and social union between two people, usually a man and woman, who agree to live together as a partner for life. It is recognized by the law and society, and its main purpose it is to build a family, provide love, supports, and care for each other, and raise children. It is called an inviolable social institution, which means it is very important to society. It cannot be easily broken and it is protected by the law. Example, si Juan o si Maria nag-decide to get a marriage sa simbahan or sa munisipyo. Human sa ilang kasal, nagpuyo sila sa usa ka balay, then magtinabangay sila sa ilahang trabaho ug pag-atiman sa ilahang mga anak. Ang ilang kaminyuan is giila sa balaod, mao nga pareho silang adunay katungod og responsibilidad isip bana ug asawa. Marriage is stated as an inviolable social institution, is the foundations of the family and shall be protected by the state. Article 15, Section 2, 1987 Constitution. Marriage is an inviolable social institution. Inviolable social institutions means cannot be destroyed or easily changed. It means marriage is considered very important in society and the law respect and preserve it. Example, nay-asawa si Marco pero bigla na lang iniwanan si Ana ng walang dahilan. Dili na siya pwede sa batas. Kailangan may legal grounds and legal process like annulment dahil protected ang marriage. It is the foundation of the family. Marriage is seen as the starting point of family. It creates a legal and social bond that forms the basic of unit of society. Example, program that protects the family. Ang gobyerno nagbibigay ng free marriage counseling, family welfare programs, and programs laban sa domestic violence. Ito ay mga paraan ng state para i-protect ang marriage and family. The Constitution says that marriage is very important to the government. Most protect it and support families because strong families lead to a strong society. Under the family code, marriage is defined as a special contract or permanent union between a man and woman, entered into in accordance with the law for establishment of conjugal and family life. Mao na siya ang Article 1, the Family Code of the Philippines. A various personal law also present a picture of inequality and its provisions apart from the marital law. Various personal law present a pictures of inequality apart from marital law. Means that some law in the Philippines treat men and women differently, giving harsher rules or punishment for one gender compared to the other. The crime of adultery, Article 333 of Revised Penal Code. Adultery, Article 333, harsher for women. Under this law, only a married woman can be changed with adultery, and the man that sleep with is also guilty. A married man cannot be changed with adultery. For example, si Maria marriage, nakipag-sex sa ibang lalaki, adultery agad. Pero pag si Juan marriage, nakipag-sex sa ibang babae, hindi adultery. Under this article. Inequality, mas madaling makasuhan ang babae kaysa sa lalaki. The crime of concubinage, Article 334 of the Revised Penal Code. Concubinage under Article 334 of the Philippines Revised Penal Code is the offense of a marriage husband who commits one of three acts. Number 1. Keep a mistress in conjugal dwelling. Number 2. Has sexual intercourse under scandalous circumstance with a woman who is not his wife. Number 3. Cohabit with her in any other place. Example, a husband who regularly tasks his mistress to live in his family home, or a husband who publicly and openly has a relationship with another woman in his neighborhood is committing concubinage. Vagrants and prostitutes pertains only to women. Article 202 of the Revised Penal Code. Vagrants and prostitutes. Article 202 target women only. Young lumang versions ng Article 202 na sinasabi babae lang ang pwedeng maging prostitute, hindi kasama ang lalaki. Example, ang babae nag-alok ng sexual service, pwede hulihin as a prostitute. Pag ang lalaki, prostitute, hindi kasali sa batas noon. Inequality, ang babae lang ang tinatarget ng batas. Gender equality issue in night work prohibitions. Article 130 of the Labor Code. Before Article 130 of the Labor Code prohibited women from working at night in certain industries like factories. The reason given why protections of women, but in reality, it created gender inequality. Why is it a gender equality issue? Because it treated women as workers and less capable, and it restricted their right to work, especially jobs that required night shift. Men were allowed to work and night, but women were not. This is unequal treatment. A disputable presumption is something the law assumes to be true unless proven otherwise. Section 3G includes example presumptions like a person innocent until proven guilty. A child born during marriage is presumed the child of the husband. A mailed letter is presumed to have been received. These are not absolute. A person can show evidence to dispute or contradict the presumption. Example, if a letter was mailed to you, the court presumes you received it. But if you show proof like CCTV showing no delivery, you can dispute that perception. REA 353 is the anti-rape law of 1997. Before REA 353, a rapist could avoid criminal liability if he married the victim. Once he married her, the case would be extinguished. This was unfair and abusive. REA 8353 abolished that old rule. Now marriage does not absolve or erase rape. A rapist cannot escape punishment by marrying the victim. Why is this important for gender equality? Because under the old law, the burden was placed on the woman. It also treated rape as a crime against chastity, not against the dignity of a person. Article 14 means that if a person is 18 to 21 years old, they cannot get married on their own. They must first get written consent from their parents or guardians. This consent must be shown to the local civil registrar before a marriage license can be used. The law also gives an order of who should give the consent: father, mother. If the father is absent, rejected or refuses, surviving parents, guardians, person who has legal charge or custody of the child. These requirements is added to all others normal marriage requirements because the law consider people age 18 to 21 as adults but still in need of parental guidance in big decisions like marriage. Example, Anna is 19 years old and wants to get a marriage. She cannot get a marriage license unless the she brings her father written consent. If her father is not available, her mother can give the consent. If both parents are gone, her guardians give it.
Hi, I'm Kevin Romero. I'm the next reporter.
The text discusses the administration of community property and conjugal partnership under Articles 96 and 124 of the Family Code. The text highlights specific provisions in both articles regarding disagreement between spouses. In case of disagreement, the husband's decision prevails, but the wife has recourse to the court of remedy. Under the Articles 96, the wife's court actions must be filed within 5 years from contract implementing the decisions. Article 24 also grants the wife courses to court for a proper remedy. Next, the text, text outlines the provision of Article 211 and 225 of the Family Code regarding parental authority and legal guardianship over common children. So the Article 211, parents jointly exercise parental authority over their children. So the Article 225, article jointly exercise legal guardianship other over their children's property without court appointment. In case of disagreement in either scenario, of the father's decision generally prevails. Okay.
Hi, I'm Kevin Romero. I'm the next reporter.
So the text is first legally disparity in how adultery and concubinage are defined. That adultery involves a wife having sexual intercourse with a woman who is not her husband. Co- Concubinage involves a husband who has sexual intercourse with another woman and under scandalous circumstances. Next is the forgiveness clause of the anti-rape law, RA 8353 in the Philippines. This text is a clause that allows for the exoneration of an offender, which does suggest could potentially endanger the victim and provide an easy way out. The clause specifically recognizes that if the offender is the legal husband, the subsequent forgiveness by the wife who is the offended party shall distinguish the criminal action or the penalty. Next is the exclusive definition of prostitution. The specific law in the Philippines Article 202 of the Revised Penal Code, which defines a prostitute strictly as a money or profit. The law has stated in the text defines a prostitute using only the word woman. As a result of this gender-specific wording, a man who offers sexual services of profit is not legally classified as a prostitute under this article and is therefore immune to imprisonment of this specific offense.